Hello, everyone. I saw a Tuba original movie, and this was a horror movie that they made, and I was a little hesitant to watch it because the reviews were really, really bad. Like you're looking like at 4 out of 10, on IMDb, and other reviews are saying, but some reviews are saying it was decent and it's worth a watch. So I took that to face value. I looked up the director. The director's only done 4 other things that I've never seen. I looked up some of the actors and actresses, and I've never seen any of them act before, not to my knowledge, and then unless they did little things that I just didn't really notice. Now I'm going to notice them though, because I did like the acting in this. I have to admit I did like the acting. Now, the director also, he didn't write it. 2 other people wrote it. And the way they wrote it was like they didn't know how to end it properly. Because the first 45 minutes drew me in. And I really liked the first 45 minutes. The character development was there. I really cared about the characters. I didn't want them to die. I didn't want certain ones to die. I actually, honestly, didn't want any of them to die because I actually really did care for the characters. It was real special effects and not CGI that I don't think it was CGI. It looked like a real special effects from the 1980s. So it had that 80s feel to it. Now, overall, I cannot say the name. Tarot card reading. There's a tarot card reading, so it's called Tarot Curse. Now, let me just briefly tell you what it was about. I don't want to tell you the whole thing. I don't want to ruin the ending. I'm not going to ruin the ending. I'm just going to tell you the general storyline. And it's a simple storyline. And the simple storyline is this. At the beginning, someone dies. And that's what drew me in, because the music was great, the cinematography was great. There was a lot of greatness in this film. Even the acting, like I said, I liked it. Then it went to the students. And they were celebrating one of their birthdays. And they were all getting together to go out of town in a van, and I enjoyed that. I felt like I was watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre in a way, because they were all going in a van, way out of town, way out of town to celebrate. But they get to this bar, and there's really not much going on. Then this kind of voodoo guy comes up, sits down. They kind of look at him grungy-like, but he gets them to party and have a good time. Then he takes them to a tarot card reading, and that's where it gets really weird and really, oh, excellent stuff. And I was like, okay, this is great. I hope the next part is going to be good. And then it looks like she blew dust at them after she did the reading for them. So I was like, okay, are they going to forget everything? And then they drive back and they don't remember too much of anything, but they do remember the readings that were taking place. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't remember the readings at all. Then one of them died. In a really good way. The death scenes are actually really good. Then it got kind of lame. Kind of like they didn't know how to end it. There were several ways they could end this, and I can easily spoil the movie for you by telling you how they could have ended it. And I wanted to be more surprised than I was. But I did like how they were trying to realize that the cards were killing them, because each card that they had something on it. Death, curse, or whatever. I'm just making that part up. But each card they pulled from the deck. Now, one person thinks that if they don't do what their reading says, because all these good things are happening, to pull back from the good things and don't do it, they won't die. That's what he's thinking. Then this mysterious woman comes into play and says, do the opposite of what the card says. So that was entertaining. That was good. And I did like the filming and like the music, but they really lost its way at the ending. Like, Tuba original movies can be really, really good, or they can be horrible. The only really good one I saw recently is a review I did, and it came out last year, and it shocked me, and I really loved it. And like I said, it's a hit and miss with Tuba original movies, but because it was such low budget, I'm not blaming the director, because I do like his style, but the writing at the ending was just horrible. So I can see why people are giving it a 4 out of 10 and saying certain things about it. But I wouldn't mind seeing these actors again, or even a remake of this movie with a different ending. So that being said, I would give it, just because I do like the acting and I like the atmosphere because it felt like an 80s movie, and I like the real special effects, like I said, I'd give this movie a 5.5 out of 10. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably even give it a lower score. But the storyline was entertaining for the first 45 minutes, and then it didn't really drag. I might have liked it more if it wasn't commercials in it, because they have commercials in it. But 5.5 out of 10, I give the movie. And I do say it's worth a watch. It's a hit and miss. There might be some people that really like it. All right, everyone. Bye for now. Check out my other movie reviews and food reviews and much more. Have a wonderful day.